Hello everyone and welcome, Dom here, and in this video I'm going to show you what's new in Absolute 5. We have loads of new instruments, amazing new sounds, so let's get started. There are many new instruments and sounds to be explored in Absolute 5, but in this video I want to start with Amped Elektra. It's a beautiful instrument, beautiful keyboard, meticulously sampled, and it just sounds gorgeous. If you're interested, we're going to have dedicated videos for Amped Elektra in this channel, so make sure you check them out. We also have an amazing artist playing it, Zantone Black, so make sure you check out these videos as well. But I'm going to give you a very quick overview of how this instrument sounds like. Let's play it. Beautiful low end. So this is obviously an Elektra and it's deeply sampled, so we have the DI sound. But we also have three different amps. So we have the tube, we have the tower, and the twins. Of course, you probably know what that is. But I like the fact that it's a very simple instrument to use. We have the sound controls here, so we have Bach, we have release, we have pedal. So the release is really beautiful because basically what it allows us to do is it allows us to bring in these sounds that come when we lift the keys on a real instrument. So, hear that? So without it, it's much cleaner. Maybe this will be useful in a very busy production, but if you want to add these nuances, you know, it's beautiful. The pedal noise as well, so if I hit my sustain pedal, you hear that? And we also have an extended range option, which allows us to extend the range beyond what the real instrument could do. And on top of that, we have effects, 4 blocks of effects with lots of different options and loads of presets to get you started. I'm going to play just a few of them. Let's try the ballad times. Bread and butter. Thrill Me. And Soulful Tremolo. So beautiful instrument. If you want to check it out in more detail, watch the other videos that we have. I'm pretty sure you're gonna love it. The next instrument that we have in Absolute 5 is the electric bass. So with this instrument, we have a wide range of electric bass sounds. So let me play this for you. And we have lots of flexibility when it comes to the bass sound. So we have a J bass, we have a P bass, MM bass, so basically a Music Man style bass. And an all pickups. So this has a very, very thick sound. Let's stick with the MM bass, and I want to show you that you can blend the DI sound with the amp sound with different effects as well. So in this case, I have an amp and I also have a DI driver. So let's listen to it. So I love blending the DI sound with the amp sound, adding also some effects there. Then we have the articulation, so we have sustain, we have slap, we have sustained pick, slap pull, mute, harmonics, pretty much everything. Let's try the mute. And maybe the P bass for this one. This is great for more funky sounds, maybe a little bit of a Motown vibe. Really, really nice. And we also have some player styles. So you can have standard, you can avoid the open strings, you can have funk style, jazz, metal, whatever you want. And before I leave the electric bass, let's also try the stereo rick. So that was electric bass. Let's move on to the next instrument, and the next instrument is huge, and it's backbone. Again, if you want to learn more about backbone and what it can do, we have other videos in this very channel, so make sure you check them out. But with backbone, you can do loads of things. You can resynthesize your drums, create new drum samples, you can layer them, you can create synth sounds. It's really, really powerful. But I want to show you an example of what it can do. It also comes with a big library of sounds, but I want to show you what you can do using samples that you import into it. For example, I have this sample here, let's play it. So this is a stereo sample of an 808 kick, and what I did is I dropped it into backbone. And let me show you what happened. I basically used the decompose function, and I separated the noise element, which is this one right here, to the tonal element of this sub bass. And let me show you what sound I came up with. So now I have a playable 808 sub bass, a kick drum as well, that I can play freely on the keyboard, and I have a completely different tone. So let's check out what I have. I have this tonal element, and I'm using the Resynth engine to make this sub bass last forever if I want to. I can create glides. Okay, can create legatos, all these things, and this sounds like a synthesizer now. Why? Because I'm using the Resynth engine. So it's not just a sample that will degrade when I go higher up. Okay, or down, which is really important. You hear those subs? They're nice, they're assertive. Trust me, it wouldn't sound like this if I just pitched down the sample in a normal sampler. And the next thing that we have is the noise element, which is this one. And I've also resynthesized this one. And this one, I've set it so that it doesn't change when I play up and down the keyboard. The pitch doesn't change. So I keep consistency with my noise element, with my attack, but the tonal element changes in pitch. And of course here, because I've resynthesized this, I can change it depending on my need. So I can change the speed. I can add a filter here and shape the sound. And let's listen to how it sounds. Tight. And just to remind you, these all came from this single sample. This is really remarkable. I just wanted to give you an example so that you can understand what kind of power you can get with Backbone, especially if you start feeding it with different samples. So that's Backbone. Let's go to the next instrument, which is, of course, Padshop 2. Now, this is included in Absolute 5, and we also have Polarities. Polarities is an amazing library for Padshop 2, combines electronic and acoustic sounds, and it just sounds incredible. Let's try a few sounds. This is called Sunday Service. And let's not forget, we now have the spectral oscillator as well in Padshop 2, and this opens a whole new world of sound design. It's really incredible. Let's try a few more sounds from Polarities. This is called Orchestral Sin Minor. And this one called Ghosts and Angels. In Absolute 5, we also have an amazing expansion for Retrologue 2 called Sounds of Soul. And this has some amazing sounds for funk, for soul, for neo-disco, for disco. It's really a beautiful library, and you will find quite a few presets that are taken from really famous songs. Let's start with this preset called In the Mirror Bells. Let's play some more sounds. This is the In the Mirror bass. Some nice, thick analog basses. I want to play some more sounds from this expansion. Let's try this one called Be Good Brass. funk bass. Please wear headphones for this one, it's a really nice thick sound. You make me bass. Really nice and juicy, this one. This is not gonna vowel lead. I told you it has some great sounds in it. And let's try this one, baby bass. Now in Absolute 5 we have Future, Past, Perfect. Great for house music, great for neo-funk, great for neon disco, and pretty much any modern music production. Let me play some sounds from it. This is a preset called Flux Magic. Let's play it in real time. So as you can hear, amazing sounds, and of course we have pre-made grooves that you can use. And with Groove Agent 5, of course, you can even edit these grooves right inside Groove Agent 5. Let's try a few more presets, and this one is called Inspiration. Let's try the Dirty by Design. You know, I mean, the kick drums are really punchy. So much fun. So these are just a few of the instruments and sounds that are included in Absolute 5. There's so much more to explore, so many different sounds, so many different instruments. So I hope you have loads of fun with Absolute 5. I hope you make some great music with it. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.